Heading this way, big, bright, and blazing into Honolulu skies. Famed fireworks, the display coming all the way from Japan. Nagaoka, Honolulu's sister city, is setting up the show at Pearl Harbor on August 15th. That is the day Japan surrendered, bringing the end to the Second World War. The Navy says the event honors the memory of the war's victims and celebrates 70 years of peace and friendship. The fireworks will be launched off the west side of Ford Island.
Destination Bali, the HOKULEA, is headed south now on the next leg of its global voyage. This is video of the crew before its departure from Darwin, Australia. Apprentice navigator Lehua Kamalu will take the lead for the first 4 days. Then apprentice Jenna Ishii will take over. Navigator NAINOA Thompson says for the first time, the crew will be navigating through the Indian Ocean, waters that are shallow and hot and completely different from the Pacific Ocean.
There's oil well rigs in the middle of the ocean. There's cautionary areas. There's prohibited areas. It's going to be challenging primarily for the navigators on this particular leg. Even though the leg is short, it's only 960 miles. It's going to be a complex, difficult one.
The HOKULEA is expected to be out in the ocean for 10 days. We'll continue to follow the crew, and you can too. Just head to the As Seen On section of KITV.
Local boy specialist cruiser Barnes just snagged title as Soldier of the Year. Now this comes after the best of the best were put to the test at the 2015 Army National Guard Best Warrior Competition, a series of mental and physical challenges that lasted several days. Coming out on top, the 22-year-old alum from Kapolei High School. Some of the tests: marching 12 miles with a rucksack, flying around in a Black Hawk, and a 6-mile run with stops in between to shoot at targets. After it all, Barnes says he was glad to breathe a sigh of relief.
I have a lot of pressure to bring home the title to the state of Hawaii and everyone in the Hawaii Army National Guard and my sergeant major and everyone. So it was definitely a relief to know that everything I put into the competition was worth it.
And next up for Barnes, he's on orders to train for the final Best Warrior competition. That's coming up in October, and he'll be in Virginia up against the top finishers from the Guard, the Reserve, and Active Forces. We wish him the best of luck.
The gathering continued all day, coming to a close at Pokai Bay in Waianae. United in hula and mele, the group reiterated the call for solidarity in opposing the 30-meter telescope construction on Mauna Kea.
We came today to offer our voices in the strongest way we know how, and that is to pule, and to ensure that our ancestors and our land has heard us, and that we shall see the fruits of our labor.
Construction is scheduled to resume this week.
Get ready to take a whiff of this, the world's largest flower, also rare and pretty smelly. Soon expected to bloom at Foster Botanical Garden. Named for its foul smell, it's known as the corpse flower. Studies show the scent of the stinky plant shares a chemical of that found in Limburg cheese, rotting fish, and even sweaty socks. The 6-foot-tall plant blooms sporadically and flowers just for a few days. This particular one is grown from a seed planted 8 years ago. It could be another 7 to 10 years before the next bloom.
Welcome back. We've been sweating out the scorching heat on land, but under the sea, warmer waters are creating hazardous conditions for marine life. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration says that abnormally warm ocean temperatures are causing coral to turn white. The bleaching process comes from changes in the coral's environment that causes it to release the algae living in its tissue. The coral turns pale or white, and in severe cases die, they permanently changing the habitat for the fish.
Right now at 10, caught on live television, a shark sneaks up on a pro surfer during a competition. Local experts chime in on the viral video. And the crew that shattered a world record, details on a last-minute decision to drop out of an ocean race and instead go head-to-head with time.
The state bird is making a comeback.
Ahead, see how a decades-long effort to save the nene from extinction has been taking off with flying colors.
Plus, dozens of keiki took to the beach today, sweating over shovels and plants. The national movement that they're bringing to the islands. We'll have that story when we come back.
Have you been looking for love in all the wrong places? Well, maybe you'll have better luck on television. ABC is here in Hawaii looking for the newest leading lady or man ready to pass out some roses. Details after the break.
Still ahead, rare pieces of Hawaiian history have been under the sea for almost 2 centuries.
And now the sunken treasures are about to resurface. Where and when you can view this new amazing exhibit, that's coming up. More local news still ahead. There's a new addition to Honolulu International Airport. We've got the details on the $18 million project.
Plus, we're used to seeing Honolulu firefighters carry out the rescues. Now these heroes are being trained to save themselves from danger. We'll be right back.
Still ahead, back in court after a week-long manhunt.
A Honolulu woman tracked down over the weekend what she told the judge about why she went on the run.
Right now at 10, finally in custody, a woman in hiding from federal agents and Honolulu police caught after nearly a week on the run, where she was found and arrested. And biking in remembrance of one man's last ride, why over 100 cyclists took to the streets today, the vision they share for Hawaii's roadways. Plus, a gathering of geeks in Waikiki, why these people came out to share their passion, ideas, and the latest tech gadgets.